Tonight, a judge denied bond reduction for the teenager accused of shooting 4 people at Wilmer Hutchins High School last week. 17-year-old Tracy Haynes remains in jail on a $3.1 million bond. His family testified Haynes was threatened by gang members before the shooting, but prosecutors say Haynes has a history of violence. They found his previous assault charge for punching another DISD student and police reports showing he pulled a gun on his family. The defense also noted the suspect waited 8 hours after the shooting to turn himself in, and they believe it indicates he's a flight risk. The judge is keeping his bond in place. Faculty and staff are set to return to school tomorrow and students on Wednesday with increased security.
Damn, cuz. They said this nigga here got a history of violence. He got a history of pulling a gun on a family member, and so this boy here got a history of violence though, and they using that against you. So they saying that you did that, you brought a gun to school was because of gang members. You feared for your life. Part of me kind of understand that. Like, this wasn't just a maniac bringing a gun. And I'm not trying to make up excuses for this kid. But this right here was not a maniac going to school and just shooting random people, including school teachers. No, this right here was a situation of this kid right here being feared to be jumped by gang members. Now, I've been in situations like that where, yeah, I had to bring me the ratchet to school too. But the difference with me is that I only would use it unless I know I'm about to get jumped by those people. Because you know how that shit is though. You know, in high school, you can't go run and telling the teacher because it's only so much the school teacher's gonna do. I mean, yeah, you can run and tell the school teachers that, hey man, there's these guys trying to jump me, I mean, you know what I'm saying, gang members, stuff like that. But it's only so much that the school teacher, it's only so much that school teachers can do and principals can do. There's only so much they can do. So this kid was probably scared. He probably feared for his life. So he brought a gun to school because, you know, they probably threatened this kid saying they're going to do something to him. So this kid here said, hey, I'm going to bring a gun to school the next day if y'all niggas ever think about touching me. And that's what happens. Niggas tried this. The nigga tried this kid here, and the nigga right here, hey, he dropped his nuts on him. You know, but I know it still does not excuse him from bringing guns to school though, because you know that's a very serious crime, especially and a black student too. Come on now, you know these white folks ain't gonna show no mercy on you, man. Especially a black kid bringing a gun to school. Oh, you know they ain't gonna show no mercy. And schools are already strict about students having guns anyway. They already strict about that. But from my understanding of this kid here got a history of violence, like pulling a gun on a family member, it seems like this kid here is a hothead. I can clearly tell this kid's a hothead. He's another hothead who don't think before he does things. Now all it takes is someone to insult him, and then he just pull a gun out on him though. So basically, from what they're saying is this kid's got a history of violence. To me, he's a hothead. He's just a hothead. He didn't think straight. He just didn't think. But I know people say, why are you making up excuses for this kid though? This kid brought a gun to school. He could have killed people, but he didn't just go there just shoot random people. He just only went after the people that threatened to jump him. You know? Because he came up there strapped. They tried him. He pulled a gun out on him. Because what was he going to do? Tell the teacher? They still weren't going to leave him alone. Because he tells school teachers it's only going to make him look more soft. They really going to pick on him now. Well, he could have fought him. Yeah, he could have fought him, but ain't no telling what they said to him. They probably said they was gonna kill him. You know what I'm saying? So he probably did what he had to do, man. Bring a gun to school and protect himself. I mean, you gotta learn to protect yourself. But he could have hurted other people though. He could have hurted a lot. He could have hurted some other people though. But that's why I say about bullying people in school, man. Stop, stop with this bullyingness. When you bully somebody, stop assuming and thinking they ain't gonna drop their nuts on you. Meaning, stop assuming and thinking that they ain't gonna go home and get the gun and come to school the next day and blow your ass away because you assume that they pussy, they ain't about that, and then when they come to school with a gun next day, then everybody jaw drops and say, "Oh man." That's why I say this bullying stuff in school gotta stop, man. It really gotta stop. Cause ain't nobody going for that, man. You bullying somebody, not only that you're putting yourself in danger of that person coming back to school the next day with a gun, but you're putting everybody else's life in danger. You know what I'm saying? But nobody's gonna just jump in and say, "Hey, you need to stop bullying this person." If we had if you had a lot of people like that in this world, it probably won't be that much shooting going on in school. But yeah, that's why I say, man, you never know. You never know, man. Don't raise your kid to be a bully. If your kid trying to be a bully in school, you best have a talk with your kids, because that person that your child bullying could come back the next day in school with their guns and just lay everybody out. Now you sitting there crying your eyes out because your son or daughter bullied somebody in school because they didn't think that person was with it. That's why I say the bullying gotta stop, whether it's gang involvement or not. This is why I say, man, y'all kids out there gotta stop this bullying, man. It's gotta stop. Anyway, that's all I gotta say, man. That's just my thoughts about the situation, man. Just sad, man, how this turned out to be. It really is. And this kid like on a 3 million. What, his bond's like 3 million? Nah, they making an example out of this boy. They ain't playing with this boy right here. So yeah. Anyway, peace.